En este archivo sonar destacamos en la conversación que tuvimos con Joe Duplantier de Gojira, lejos una de las bandas más aplaudidas del metal en la última década y por sobre, obviamente también con ese plus que resultó ser su brutal performance en los Juegos Olímpicos en la apertura ahí en París. Gojira, disfrútenlo, bandaza por lo demás, en una gran conversación, otra más para nuestro archivo sonar.
Hi everybody, I'm Joe from Gojira and you're watching Radio Sonar. You know, most shows are sold out, and I think it's been. I heard people saying that it was the biggest tour right now in the US in the rock world. Other than Metallica, of course, you know, Metallica are killing it. Of course, it's hard to do better than that. But it's been a pretty high-profile tour, and everything is going really smooth. We've been friends with Mastodon for a decade. We're on the same management. At this point, we feel like we're a family, you know. So the vibe on the tour is great, and not everybody knows that. There's a lot of people on the tour. It's not just two bands. It's, you know, maybe 100 or 150 people. And when we can work, everybody can work as a team, you know. Our people take care of Mastodon, and Mastodon's people take care of us too. You know, there's this thing back and forth that is really, really efficient and friendly, and the vibe is awesome. And I think the crowd gets that. When we get on stage, they feel that it's not just two bands touring together, but it's a little more than that. There's a fan vibe in our shows, you know. There's all the genre. There's something about the music. They like to talk about extraordinary things, you know, creatures from the deep, you know, leviathans and wild beasts, and whales also. So Braun sometimes jokes with the audience that Gojira and Mastodon created the whale core style, and it's a joke. It's a joke, of course, but it says something about Mastodon and Gojira being both about you know, mystical things and trying to create something really epic. We're not trying to shock people. We're not talking about Satan and that kind of stuff. We're more like creating our own world with a lot of imagery and interesting topics, I would say, you know. We had a few politicians in France that visited us. James Hetfield came to one of our shows in San Francisco, and some actors probably. You know, there's so many people going back and forth, and sometimes I hear somebody was there and somebody was. Sometimes people watch the show and they leave. But opening for Metallica, I met a bunch of people too. You know, Lemmy from Motorhead and Dave Grohl, and you know, people that are in the. Not too many actors, to be honest.
maybe
one time Randy Johnson, who's a famous baseball player, came to see us at an early show. Yeah, I think you know, I was hoping that the world would change more drastically in a way after the pandemic, because having zero planes flying, having animals coming close to the cities, having places that are normally really stepped on all the time, having grass growing again and all that stuff, that was beautiful, almost like a movie happening. And I was sort of hoping that the impact of that would be a little bigger after, and it's almost the opposite that happened. People want to rush back on the roads, and all these bands are touring, us included. So the world is going crazy after the pandemic, really. More planes than before, and airlines are completely overwhelmed because they fired their there are people, and everybody wants to take planes again, and there's not enough personnel in the airports. All this sort of frenzy is a bit unfortunate, but I would say that people were forced to be a little more introspective during the pandemic, and some people had to face hardship, and some people even lost family members and friends. Some people had to go through divorce or breakup, and I know all of us had to face something at this moment. We're not ashamed of it. We're having fun, you know, playing music, and when we were writing Fortitude, it was before the pandemic, but the Amazon forest was on fire. At some point there was 88,000 different fires burning at the same time. Of course, some of them are you know, occur naturally, and some of them are even healthy for the forest. Some little bit of fire is never a bad thing, but all these fires at the same time, they say that a third of it at least, or maybe half of it could have been put down by man, but were not. And some of them were criminal as well. Anyway, we were writing the album, and our heart was really broken to see that. And therefore we started to write a song about the Amazon forest. And we've been a bit criticized. Oh, you're French people, take care of your French problems. For me, I don't see it this way. I think we're humans on a planet, and there's some things that are the real wonders of this world, and the Amazon forest is one of them, providing so much oxygen and sheltering half of all animals and plants on the planet. So we have a responsibility as humans. It's not about being Brazilian, French, or American. It's about being humans, to denounce it and to tell young kids, hey, take a break on your video game for 2 seconds and look at this. The biggest forest in the world is bursting in flame. We can do things about that. We can do on personal levels. We can boycott products that are raised or grown in the Amazon territory. So it's a call. This song was a call. The fact that it sounds like Sepultura, yes, sure, fine. But it's a truth. We almost like picked up where they left off. You know what I mean? Pantera, yeah, you said it. I can't. They're eclipsing all the other bands right now for me because we played with them a bunch of times, and just sharing the stage with, you know, with these guys, and Zach and Charlie also are not original from the band, but there's so much respect and reverence for Dimebag, and Vinnie Paul, and I mean it's a good thing, and people went crazy about it. People should you know, get mad about other things, but not that. I mean, I think it's all positive, and we were on the stage on the side watching them, and we were like waving at each other, and it was absolutely awesome. So yeah, the Pantera reunion, 100%. Write new songs. I never know, you know, maybe we're going to get offers that we can't refuse before releasing a next album, but our goal now is to write new songs and come up with a great album. Not only I heard about them, but last time they opened for us, last time in Chile, and we met them. They even invited me to a restaurant the day after we were in town, and we had a dinner together, and they brought me to a vegan place, and we had the opportunity to exchange ideas and to talk, and I love being in touch with these guys, and I'm really excited to see them again.